Alright, time to make the donuts. We are at the ramp. We are launching over here at a place called Randolph's. It's still super early, super dark. Man, the weather is going to be brutal today. This wind is going to push us all over the place. So I got, let me see. I got about 30 minutes before I can launch. I've already got the boat together and set up. So we're just going to hang out for a minute, launch, and then start making our way to our first spot. So stick around. When it gets a little bit lighter outside and you can actually see on the GoPro, I'll turn it back on and see if I can do something for you. Well, it's almost 7 o'clock, almost time for Lion's End. I'm not quite where I want to fish yet, but I'm getting there. Whew, I'm gonna tell you what, that out there was windy and choppy, boy. Oh my God, that was crazy. But like I said, old Hobie handled it like a champ. So give me just a little bit, now that the sun's come up and you can actually see, I'm gonna head over to my first spot and we're gonna start beating up trees. Oh, I'm soaking wet. Whew. That was a rough ride across. This lake is so big. Like, it acts like an ocean. It's so big. Get over here in these cypress trees and hopefully block some of this wind for me. My graph is just doing this. Even though it wasn't a very productive fishing tournament for me, I did really think that I had a solid game plan going into Santee. The first thing I want to do is take spinners and chatterbaits and throw them around cypress trees and glance them and bring them across and run that pattern for a little while just to see how that went. And I was throwing light colors and dark colors of both, but it just didn't seem to work for me. And I started throwing shaky heads and wacky rigs, and that didn't produce. So, you know, I'm gonna hit every tree between here and Charleston. Oh, he swiped at it. Oh my God, I had one swipe at it early. Give me that, give me that. I know you can't see what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is, come here, like throwing up in amongst these trees like that, trying to get them in between them and bounce it and glance it off of them as I bring it around them. The wind and the waves are still bad over here, but these cypress trees seem to be blocking the wind pretty good, so it ain't quite as bad. It's a bummer to throw back up in an area like that and not get nothing. There gotta be something in there. Like riding a damn surfboard out here. I'm gonna go find some docks. I'm gonna let these 3-foot waves carry me back to the other side of the lake. So after fighting the wind and the waves for a while, I just went ahead and decided to call it a day and head back to the mountains. Even though I didn't get it on camera, at the end of the day when I was loading my boat, the waves really had their way with me at the boat ramp and crashed me into the back of my truck and flipped my boat over, and it was just a mess, and it was the perfect ending to a crappy day in my opinion. And I thought, you know, man, it's time to just get on the road and head back home. But it was still a chance to go out and fish with the guys and have a good time and go camping with everybody for the weekend, and I still had a pretty good time, you know. So guys, sorry it was a lackluster video. It's not a very long video. I'll make it up on the next one because I'm going to be uploading some of the Florida stuff, and I promise they're going to get a lot more exciting. So appreciate it.